Hello.
Questions in English first?
Harman, observations at 112, did you had enough?
Well, definitely it was not enough total, but still I had a faith on our ball. Like we can, if we could have ball like bit better, I think we could have win the game. But it's part of the game. Sometimes you don't have that much total on the board about pressure. I think it's part of game, but yeah, of course it's not enough total. I think we could have set up if 140, 150, then definitely we could have win the game.
In the bowling, where do you think that the match went away?
When it was not enough total, and I think ball were doing well, but I think just because total was not enough, I cannot say like, ball well. I think every was bowling well, but I think just because of the total, we were not able to make it.
When India was batting, it seemed like the wicket was taking quite a bit of turn and stopping and coming. But while England was batting, it seemed to be batting a little easier. Was it because of the wicket or lens or?
I think in first inning wicket was like there was a bit turn on the wicket, and their bowler was turning also. And I think in the second inning, I think dew effect was there. I think just because of the dew, ball didn't turn much, but there is no excuse. But because we wanted to bat first, that's why we choose bat first. But I think we didn't set decent total on the board.
After watching, did you watch the first match on this pitch?
Yes.
So after watching the match and watching declining innings, was there a sense that maybe the plan that India goes out with a playing attacking cricket may not work and they have to take their time?
See, if you see throughout the tournament, we were our approach was attack. So that is the reason today also we wanted to attack. I think sometimes it work in your way and sometimes it doesn't work. So I think that was our plan to attack. And I think I know like the wicket was different here because the game was wicket different. It's part of the game. Sometimes if you're attacking, you get like if we were able to like have some 2-3 good partners, so we were maybe able to listen to it. I think it's part of the game. Sometimes if you attack, you get runs. Sometimes if you don't get, there is chances to lose wicket also.
Could you explain the decision to leave out Mithali?
Sorry?
Could you explain the decision to leave out Mithali Raj?
See, we're going with the win combination. We did well against Australia, and that's the reason we just wanted to go with the same combination.
Was there any thought to replace Veda with Mithali, considering Veda hasn't had a good tournament?
See, if you see, both are different player. Mithali, she is opener, and Veda is middle order, and we need someone after Smee and me who can bat for us. I think it's like when you have a less over, sometimes click, sometimes you don't click. But if you see the different players, I can compare.
How would you assess India's batting in this tournament? You, of course, have done really well, and Smriti and Jemima have also done well. But what kind of support have you got?
See, right now, like there was we are building a team. We did really well in this tournament, and that is like when you are building a team, you need some more in play to and perform. I think we quite young team, and they are doing well. And sometimes like Jamie she's very mature. She adapt like international level very early, and some other ways they take some time. So I think it's learning process, and we are building the team. I think if we get some more young players who take the responsibility, that will be great for us.
What are the main takeaways for India from this tournament?
I think that we play like that aggressive cricket. I think earlier we were very defensive, but now we are attacking. I think somehow it's helping also. I think these type of things we would like to take.
And again, a batting collapse today. A batting collapse, obviously in the 2017 final as well. You spoke yesterday about learning from that match. Do you think the learning has happened?
See, if you see, I cannot compare 2017 to today's day, because if you see throughout the tournament we acted very well, we are taking responsibility and we are having good partnership, but one day not going to decide we have learned or not, but it's part of the game. Sometimes you clap, sometimes you take partnership. I think it's just a matter of like how you accept the situation at that time. I think it's part of the game. Sometimes you clap, sometimes you get runs.
And what about crowd here today?
Sorry?
What about the crowd here today?
What about?
The crowd.
Well, yeah, we got very good support, and I think women cricket is going to next level now. People are coming and watching, and I think it's a good sign.
फील्डिंग टाइम क्या यही सोच थी कि जो फील्डिंग स्ट्रैटेजी, फील्डिंग पोजीशंस, वन साइडेड फील्ड्स प्रीवियस मैचेस में यूज़ हुए थे, वही इसी मैच में भी कंटिन्यू किया जाए?
ऐसी हमारे पास 3-4 प्लान थे एंड आई थिंक वी ट्राइड ऑल एंड आई थिंक अ क्रूशियल मोमेंट आई कैन से कि वी ड्रॉप 2 कैचेस एंड आई थिंक अगर हमने वो लिए होते तो सिचुएशन अलग होती, लेकिन अगेन इट्स पार्ट ऑफ द गेम। समटाइम्स आप एक आप 50-50 चांस आप उसको कैप करते, समटाइम्स आप सिंपल ड्रॉप कर देते, तो आई थिंक पार्ट ऑफ गेम, कैन नॉट ब्लेम एनीवन। आई थिंक वी हम एज ए यूनिट जीत रहे थे और एज ए यूनिट आज हारे। आई थिंक इट्स पार्ट ऑफ द गेम। आई थिंक और डे नाइट गेम्स हमें और खेलने चाहिए और उस आई थिंक से और टीम बिल्ड कर सकें।
और इंग्लैंड के बैटर ने काफ़ी बैकफुट स्कोर किया, क्या आपके बॉलर्स की लेंथ से आप खुश हो?
सी दे आर वेरी गुड, वो काफ़ी अच्छे हैं कि बैकफुट पे अच्छे हैं, लेकिन आई थिंक बॉलर थोड़ा ऊपर डालना चाहिए था बॉल, बिकॉज हम बात कर रहे थे, लेकिन समटाइम्स जो फैक्टर होता है, बॉल अच्छे से हाथ से रिलीज नहीं होता। आई थिंक इट्स पार्ट ऑफ द गेम, बिकॉज हम लोग ट्राई कर रहे थे बट समटाइम वो वर्क करता है, समटाइम वो नहीं वर्क करता।
जब वो वर्क नहीं कर रहा था, वो स्ट्रैटेजी बीच में चेंज करने का कोई सोचा या वो स्ट्रैटेजी कंटिन्यू करना?
हाँ, काफ़ी सारे लाइक 3-4 बॉलर्स के जो प्लान था वो डिफरेंट था। प्लान बाहर डालने का था, लेकिन बाद में स्टंप पे बॉल डाल रहे थे और कवर्स का फील्डर ऊपर लेके बॉल डाली जा रही थी। आई थिंक हम चेंज कर रहे प्लान। उनके दो बैटर्स काफ़ी अच्छी हिटिंग करी। आई थिंक उनकी पार्टनरशिप बहुत क्रूशियल थी। अगर स्टार्टिंग में जो 2 चांस मिले थे हम उसको ग्रैब कर लेते, तो आई थिंक उसके बाद बॉलर्स को और कॉन्फिडेंस मिलता बॉल डालने के लिए। थैंक यू।
It's celebration on the pitch. What's the mood like in the dressing room right now?
Yeah, everyone's so happy. Obviously, to finish it convincingly, everyone's just so pleased. I'm probably the best at showing my excitement, but I'm feeling very good right now.
When you walked out onto the pitch with the openers gone quite early on, what were your nerves like?
Sorry?
When you walked out onto the pitch with England's openers going fairly early on, what were your nerves like?
Yeah, there's always some nerves around, obviously. But our prep coming into this game has been so clear, and we knew our game plan. So I was feeling pretty confident, and the total wasn't really high. So I knew if we just batted through and got a good partnership, it'd be in a good place.
At what point did you know it was done?
I don't think you ever know it's done until you've done it, because there's always some nerves. So yeah, the last ball was very happy when that went past.
In terms of innings, where does that one rank in your career?
It's definitely at the top. I haven't played a big role within Team at World Cup before. So yeah, so obviously semi-finals fantastic. So yeah, it's ranked very highly.
Were you able to sit and watch the first semi-final before yours?
Yeah, we had it on in the hotel room, and then a little break when we were driving here. Yeah, it's quite a long time to wait for a game at 8 p.m, so a lot of thinking time, and I guess just trying to distract yourself and have a little look at the first game, see what the pitch is doing, and yeah, just taking any info on that you can.
It's obviously quite a quick turnaround to the final now. What do you work on between now and then?
I think just a little specific plan what we're going to come up against with the Aussies, but mainly just keeping confidence high, hitting a few balls tomorrow, and then yeah, anything can happen in the final.
What kind of a threat will Australia pose?
Sorry?
What kind of a threat will Australia pose?
Yeah, obviously the West side, and hope it'll be a really good game. Yeah, just really excited for it, really.
Congratulations on your innings. If there's ever a case where you might think that you deserve a joint player of the match, we'll say, can you a bit about Nat's contribution as well? Yeah, that was fantastic. She came in and straight away took the pressure off, having just lost a wicket. So she's an attacking batter, and she always goes at a good strike rate, which just makes the partnership easier. I could easily take the singles, and knew as long as we stayed together, we'd get the job done. Did you talk as you went through the innings about kind of staying calm and not getting carried away? Yeah,
exactly. I think it was under a run ball, and all we had to do was just bat through. Really, we just kept reminding each other, take the easy options, take the runs they give us. So yeah, we were constantly talking about that, and just as you said, trying to relax.
What about to go back to their innings, about the importance of England's bowling in terms of first strangling them, and then obviously bowling them out over the last 6 overs? Yeah, our bowlers were fantastic today. Obviously to restrict them to the total was brilliant. Spinners in particular, Gordon spin, fantastic throughout. Which really took to international cricket very naturally, and yeah, the bowlers were fantastic, made it a lot easier for us. And a much better performance in the field after a few slip-ups in the last group game? Yeah, we did a few high catches yesterday under the lights, so I think we were all very pleased with Nat's that one.
Is Heather not aware that she's going to have to go into the final?
I'm not sure. She probably will be. Be a big ball, and she brings herself on. She might bring herself on a bit earlier, maybe.
You and Nat seemed particularly successful at batting on that pitch compared with everything else that we saw today. Why do you think you two were more successful than others?
I think Ali Maiden, batting coaches, we've worked so hard looking at their bowls, and you should have a really clear plan, like the safer places to their attack. They're a bit slower than some of the spinners, so I think me and Nat just really played to that today, and yeah, it came off well, luckily.
Obviously, you're facing Australia in the final. It's a big occasion anyway, being the final of a global tournament, but facing Australia with kind of history of big rivalry, give it added flavour as a game?
I think a World Cup final, and anyone we're playing, it's a massive event, and I guess it's about just embracing the occasion, and it's a chance to really do something special. And I think as a team, if dealt the pressure well to find this tournament, so hopefully one more win.
Sahili, your Australian counterpart, has been extremely successful for the Australians. Do you feel like she's a particular threat to you guys going into the final?
Yeah, she's obviously a very dangerous player, and she's played really well throughout the tournament. So yeah, of course, they've got some really good players. I mean, we definitely won't take anyone for granted. And yeah, still a bit of plan tomorrow, and then look forward to it.
How difficult was it for you keeping on that pitch, and how did you assess that?
It was quite difficult, obviously a lot of turn, slow turn bounce. Missed a ball early, which made me a bit nervous, but luckily, got into it. I think I adapted pretty well. It's a fun pitch to keep on because you're always in the game and you always feel like it could beat the bat at any moment. So the wickets they're fun to keep even if they're difficult times.
And was that best performance by our spinners that you've witnessed as a keeper?
Yeah, the spinners were fantastic. I mean, I've been through this tournament, restricted a lot of good teams to lower totals. So yeah, once again they were brilliant, and yeah, same again on Saturday, hopefully.
What was your mindset in that last ball in your half century?
I was happy to see the field come up. I just wanted to try and whack it really, and yeah, very pleased that it got through the ring, and yeah, very happy to get my first 50 in T20.
Were you surprised with the fields that India used?
Pardon?
Were you surprised with the fields that India used?
The field. I think it's pretty similar to what we've seen from them before. So it's sort of what we're prepared for. So no, not surprised. Yeah, I think we played them pretty well.
And the lengths?
Yeah, I think we were, especially now, really quick to get on the back foot, and I think that was a really safe way to play them high up the ground, and that's something that we've worked on going in. So great to see that, put into practice in the game.
Amy, you've talked a lot about wanting to get the opportunity to be a first choice player for England and be a match winner. You obviously took that chance tonight. Was it the proudest moment of your cricketing career, what you did this evening?
It felt brilliant. Yeah, obviously saw this tournament as a big opportunity for me with gloves, and yeah, I'm glad I could contribute with the bat too, and yeah, it feels pretty good right now.
And technically, early on you played that forehand slap over the top of Sharma from memory.